Hello, friends. This is Marshall Razan 2 Cent coming at you again another fabulous fragrance. So the fragrance I'm excited to present to you today is from the house of Parfums de Marley, Layton Exclusif, and exclusive it is, in my most humblest opinion. Now, before I get into the review, I'd like to ask you to click like and subscribe to the channel down below as I strive to bring you more creative content about these fabulous fragrances out here impacting our daily lives. And you know, this channel for you individuals who physically can't put their nose to a fragrance but like to have a good idea or description of what these fragrances actually smell like. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So as I'm excited to present to you today, as I previously mentioned, from the house of Parfums de Marley, Layton Exclusif, and exclusive it is. And I must say this fragrance here is very, very nice, sensual, nice spice, and it suits the cooler weathers perfectly. You know, we're here with the fall. As you see, I got my Scully on. And shout out to Courageous Nations, AD the Great. You know, he will be having more apparel coming out. I really like this Scully. I really like, you know, got the Courageous Nations going on with that. But yeah, man, I'm rocking it today. You know, I like that line, you know, the courageous. You know, roaring at them boys, huh? But anyway, but back to this review. This fragrance here to me is like, you know, you get this the subtle spice, the sweetness, the gourmet touch, a little bit of animalic twist to it also, along with some floral facets in the fragrance itself, along with that woody undertones. A very beautiful fragrance, and I'm gonna enjoy wearing this fragrance here in the cooler months. So, but getting to the review, the notes itself, in the opening when you do the first spritz of this fragrance, you will get the bergamot, the mandarin orange, the almond note, along with some water notes. Now, I don't really get any water notes in it in this fragrance. I don't get anything aqua, or maybe we could be talking about something totally different. But I do get that almond note. That almond note here is very prominent. The citrus notes of the orange and the bergamot doesn't really have any stand power, but it does a good job of opening the fragrance up to open up more doors to what it's actually going to be going into. But that almond note, as you can imagine, the almond, the texture of that almond, you know, you open it up, you get that creaminess, that smoothness, along with a little nutty texture going on with this fragrance. And the almond note, I really do love the almond note in this fragrance because it also gives a little bit semi-sweetness to the fragrance itself. But as we transition and into the middle notes, which you do get a little bit of those middle notes in the opening, loosely hanging around in the background. You get the civic, you get the geranium, you get the garcinia, also the rose, water lily, and cinnamon. The cinnamon here is very nice, that spice, that soft, subtle spice. If you can imagine the texture of cinnamon, you ever play with it, that softness of the cinnamon, that's exactly what you get with that spice in here. Very nice, very mesmerizing as it comes off. Now, if you know anything about civic, as I spoke about, it gives a little animalic twist to it because the civic note in here is actually from the urinary glands of a civet cat. So you will get this odd note every once in a while. They kind of hit your nose and you be like, what's that? What is that? You know, what's that note? Because the first two or three times I wore this fragrance, I got that note and I really couldn't figure out what the note was. So I did some research, and that's what it was. I kept getting like this little animalic twist to it, or a note, very odd, hitting my nose every once in a while. So it does give that little animalic twist to the fragrance itself, which I think it makes it very unique for the fragrance that it is. And then when it dry down, which is one of my favorite parts of the fragrance itself, just because of that coffee note. The coffee note in here, I'm a lover of coffee. I like coffee. But the coffee note here does it for me, along with the vanilla, to give it that gourmetish sensuality of a fragrance, man. Very, very nice. Along with the Gaillac wood, the oud, oak moss, amber, pink pepper, and sandalwood. And the woody notes in here are very nice also. I like how it gives that undertone, you know, with the oak moss, the Gaillac wood, also with the oud. The oud in here is not pungent. In a sense, it's more like sprinkle here and there, so it gives it that woody, slightly musk. I get a little bit smokiness, not much at all, but it's a tad bit. So I think the oud in here and the rest of the other notes gives it that depth, that complexity of a fragrance that makes it not boring. I really like how it unravels, and it does. I know that did a really good job with that with this fragrance here. So it's not boring. It really, you get these notes here, you get a little bit of this and that. This comes up, so it really to me is a fun fragrance to wear, and it's really enjoyable in this fragrance here. But yeah, that's what I have with this particular fragrance. That's the overall review. This scent wise profile of this particular fragrance, I really do enjoy it. But that leads me into the performance itself. Layton Exclusif is a Parfum concentration, so as you can imagine, with that particular concentration, the longevity of this fragrance is really good. 8 to 10 hours easily with this fragrance. Spray it on your clothes. You would definitely be smelling it the next day with this particular fragrance. So the longevity, the performance on this fragrance is magnificent. It does what it's supposed to do. When it comes to the projection, you get a nice scent bubble. It's not overbearing. Not 6 foot or anything like that, but a good 2 or 3 feet. Nice scent that encompasses you, that gives you a nice bubble around you the first 2 or 3 hours with this particular fragrance, and it does a good job with that also. Now the silage, I really do like the silage in this fragrance because of that warmth, the subtle spice, the sweetness, the gourmetish in the woods. Man, to me it leaves a very nice trail the first 2 or 3 hours, particularly for with this fragrance, as you go about your way, go about your day. This standing still, you will smell this fragrance on you, just kind of like rushing up in your olfactory senses. So I think overall they did a really good job with this fragrance and taking it outside of the box, not like your typical fragrances that you'll find on designer. It just gives it a little uniqueness of the fragrance, with these subtle different notes or nuances in the fragrance itself. So, but yeah, I really do enjoy this fragrance, and will continue enjoying this fragrance. It is my first house Parfums the Marley fragrance, and I really do enjoy it. So I must say they did a really good job with this particular fragrance itself. Yep, so that's all I have for this particular fragrance. Outro. So friends, that's all I have for Layton Exclusif from the house of Parfums de Marley. And I'm gonna spell it one more time for y'all. You see the smile. Yeah, I'll tell you, man. It's a very nice fragrance, I must say. It will make you smile. At least it make me smile. I'm gonna say that much. But I purchased this fragrance from Fragrance X, roughly around $200 for the fragrance. This is for the 75 ml. I think they're 2.5 ounce. I think they have a 4.2 ounce, roughly around about $300, somewhere around there. But as always, look for authentic products. Your fragrance, you don't want anything with the fake stuff, and definitely put your nose to a fragrance if you can before you buy it. If the reviewer, such as myself, didn't go into much detail that you like. And if I didn't, if you have any questions, definitely comment down below. I actually did a written review on this fragrance at my website at www.zayn2cent.com. You can check that blog out. And if you like the written content, definitely comment down below. And if you like this review, definitely comment down below. If you have any experiences with this fragrance itself, definitely comment down below. I'd like to hear from you. I'd like to hear what you have to say about it. And if you borderline about getting this fragrance and maybe I didn't answer any particular question that you might have, definitely comment down below. I'd like to see what I can do to help you out with that also. But as always, I must say, Marshall with Zayn 2 Cent out. Love, peace, and prosperity as always. Peace.